definitely the hardest day of my life, without a doubt. Yeah, there was a point about 3/4 of the way out where I just got super emotional, and yeah, just kind of every time I laid down from exhaustion, every time I got up again, I started to cry. Hey guys, Rob Bampton here, and it's that time. It's vlog number 1. I'm going to Kilimanjaro, so we're at Brisbane Airport now. We're heading from here to Nairobi in Kenya, from Nairobi to Kilimanjaro, and that's where the adventure begins. Super excited. 26 hours of travel. Yeah, pumped, so pumped. I'm going on a 9-day trek. And now to give you an idea on what climbing Kilimanjaro is like, at the bottom it can be positive 30 degrees, and then on the same day up the top of the mountain it can be negative 30. So basically the vision, to give you guys an idea, for this documentary with John up here, this film, it's a motivational film. So a lot of the ones that you watch online, I think the idea is really to not be so much about him as such as it's about you putting yourself in his shoes. Like, what mountain are you not climbing that you could be if you stepped on? It took us about 32 hours in total to get from Brisbane to Kilimanjaro, and now we're at a place called Moshi. Basically last night we had a little bit of a debrief at G Adventures, had a good night's sleep, and then this morning we're up having breakfast, and soon we'll be off into town and get some snacks and stuff, and then straight up onto the mountain. So we've just arrived at the Londa Moshi gate, which is basically at the bottom of Kilimanjaro. It's like the gate where everyone kind of gets their bags weighed, and basically you pay your, I guess, fee to go into and up to Mount Kilimanjaro. So it's probably about a 2-hour bus ride to get here so far. So far so good. So yeah, we're now at 5 p.m. and the hike is starting. And from what I can gather, we've got about 3 hours hiking. Okay, so we've made it to stop number 1. It was about a 2-hour hike, 7 p.m. So they're just quickly setting up all the tents now. And yeah, I'm actually looking forward to having a bit of a feed and then a big night's sleep tonight. So it's day 2 of the climb today. Doesn't sound like much, but we're actually going 7 Ks in about 7 hours. And the problem with that is a lot of it's steep. So that's why it takes so long. Also, obviously we've got 7 days left of climbing, so gonna take it super easy. Something that I've been doing over the last few months, and especially with Stacey lately, and did it with John again this morning, is like, what are you grateful for? And I feel like that's such a good way to start the day, is like, what are you grateful for? And if you do it regularly, what ends up happening is you accumulate. So as soon as you think about it, you think of what you said yesterday and you add a few more, and then the next day it's like, oh, what have I thought about the last few days? And then you add more. Yeah, all in all, I'm feeling so good today. Like, I know that it's gonna get harder with the altitude sickness and stuff, but yeah, feeling really good, pumped for a big day. Mentally I'm ready.
Day 2, hiking towards the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. We're still down in the lower regions, down in the jungle, just getting a feel for it. Bodies are starting to acclimatise, and then we're going to head out into the open lands before starting our approach towards the summit, where it's going to be more open and the altitude is going to be thinner, so that's when it's going to be hard to suck the oxygen in. So today is all about just getting ourselves acclimatised, getting ourselves used to it, and then over the next few days, that's when the real work begins.
So today we've got about a 10K trek, and yeah, it's in the sun. We're out in the open now, so it's going to be in the hot sun. It's going to be hard slog today, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling okay. I've got a constant headache, but what do you do? Even just talking, it's at the high altitude, it's hard to even just talk. I've got some good like running action stuff, so I'm super excited about that. It was so cold last night, and it's only going to get colder, so it's time to start rugging up and doing all the things. The documentary is coming together more and more now that I'm piecing things together, like the action shots of him running. I can see him speaking and stuff like that, so all good, full steam ahead. Just thought I'd check in. Love you guys. See ya.
The reason I decided to climb Mount Kilimanjaro is because life to me is an adventure. That is life. And so this journey I'm on right now is an expression of life to me. It encompasses everything that you would experience in any facet of life. There are going to be challenges, first and foremost, which happens in life. We can test our resilience. There are going to be times when my beliefs are challenged, whether something is possible to climb, or whether a pace is maintainable, or whether the altitude is going to affect me. There is those times in life when we lack sleep, maybe we have children that are crying all night, and once again, that's life. Like, that is life. And so I find that getting out into nature, going on these adventures, it's like a metaphor for life. And the more we can do that, this is like the training ground, the more we can practice, the more we can experience it, the better we're going to be at life.
So for sure, I know you, every one of you. I know where are you from, but also this entire team want to know who are you and where are you from.
Jumbo.
Jumbo.
My name is Rob and I'm from Australia.
Okay, so it's day 4. Still feeling pretty good. We've got the biggest day, I think, today. It's a pretty massive day, and we go quite high before we come low again. So yeah, we've been told that this is the biggest day. So far so good. Yeah, kind of feeling excited. Day 5. I guess we'll have a look back at day 4 because that was tough. Wow. We actually had a really good morning. Filming wise, I feel like we got some really nice shots. I've actually been using the GoPro more than I thought I would. Because of the stabilization already in the GoPro, it's amazing. It's honestly astonishing. So if John's like, running up, jumping off some, rocks and stuff like that, it's perfect. It's actually the perfect thing. We've had a bit of rain and stuff as well, so it just, man, it makes life so much easier. So yeah, happy with that. And then we got the drone up for a little while, which was cool, and really enjoyed getting the drone up. And yeah, we're going to try again. But kind of after that, the altitude sickness really kicked in, and to explain what I was feeling, it was like there was like my brain is a balloon, and someone was just slowly pumping it up, and it kind of felt like both sides here were just getting like sore, and like my headache level. They kind of asked me, what level are you at when I started complaining, and I was like, oh, it's a 4 or 5, and then by the time we got to lunch, it was like at the highest point. It was like an 8, and I was like, I couldn't carry my bag, couldn't do anything. So I was really lucky that John took the bag for a while, and then one of the other porters did, and I just kind of focused on trying to get there. but it was, man, it was one of those, it was definitely one of those moments where I was like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, why am I putting myself through all this when I could be at home in my warm bed with my cat and my beautiful partner Stacey? Why am I here when I could be there? I definitely had that moment. I recorded a little video on my phone, so I'll throw that in there. You can tell I was not in a good way. So the fairy tale's over. The altitude sickness is kicking my ass right now. I think that I definitely had my doubts when that headache was pulsing. I'm like, I'm not going to make it. And obviously, it's not even so much for me. Like, to be completely honest with you, I don't care if I make it or not. Like, it will be cool to summit, obviously, and to know that I could do it. But definitely, it's for John. Like, he's hired me to come and film this, and he obviously wants a shot of him summiting. Not even so much about him. It's more about, you know, what mountain are you not climbing?
So it's day 6 and I'm vlogging today from the tent because I feel like arse and I don't really want to go outside at all. Feeling like it's a mix of sunstroke and altitude sickness and kind of just want to go nowhere. And we've only got till, we're going to leave at about 11 o'clock tonight to do the final push for the summit. It's only like 4 Ks to the first stop. But the elevation is, I think we go like 1,400 meters or something like that. So super high elevation throughout the day. So it's going to be an epic journey. I think we do 6 or 7 hours up and then coming back down will be a few hours. Then we get a little rest and then we go to the last camp tonight. Okay, so it's day 7. So last night we left at about 11 p.m. for the summit. And wow. That is without a doubt the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole life. Like, no question at all. Got up at about 10 and I think we went to bed at like 8. So we got like 2 hours sleep. We got up and the first probably, let's say 2-3 hours, I was okay. I was feeling pretty good. Carried my pack. Yeah, felt really good. And then things just went downhill really fast. Once you get higher in the altitude, it just gets harder and harder. My headache was going really hard. I was getting tired. It's pretty much all incline. It's so steep. It's so steep. Yeah, so got to a point where I was spewing up just because of the altitude and so I was spewing, and there was one point when I was like, I'm sitting there just spewing just purely from exhaustion and everything, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm about to shit my pants. And I was like, I'm at peace with that. If this is what happens right now, I'm at peace with that. That's how fucked I was. I was gone. And I was so grateful for the guys that were looking after us. So John was there as well for the whole thing. He was awesome. He was struggling himself. Yeah, there was a point about 3/4 of the way out where I just got super emotional and just kind of every time I laid down from exhaustion, every time I got up again, I started to cry. I think it was just a lot. It was a lot.
One team!
One dream!
One team!
One team!
Non-stop! It's just, everything is frozen. Even like tears begin to freeze. And fuck, I just got so emotional during the last like half hour.
In saying that, there was definitely like part of the attraction. Like obviously everyone else that's here was here because they really wanted to climb Kilimanjaro. It's something I would never do, but because I'm making a film, that's why I'm here. But there was, definitely a satisfaction of pushing myself to the fullest limit when we got to the actual summit, which is about another hour after that, I just kind of pumped myself up to get some footage. So I pulled the gimbal out and one of the porters took some behind the scenes footage. So you get to see me like at my sickest, like just standing up and being like, I'm here to make a film. And yeah, that was like a big moment for me because I was like, fucking step up. Yeah, and I did it. I'm running around with the gimbal, it's freezing cold, and I think we got the shot. So there's my reflection on the summit. Definitely the hardest day of my life, without a doubt. Fuck, that was hard. There's a point where I swear I was hallucinating. I lost time. It took us 8 hours, and it's not supposed to. Yeah. So all in all, made it back. So something to tick off the list. Love you guys. Okay, so it's a wrap here. It's the last day, day 9, and we just basically woke up, had lunch, and then we kind of sang a song to kind of thank us and finish off the day, and we kind of present them with their tips and stuff like that, which is really cool because they totally deserve it. Like, I think each one of them really showed how much they care, and like as far as service goes, it was just perfect. Yeah, it's been so much fun. Actually, ironically, one of the highlights for me was getting to know the guys. Actually, there was a few specifically that really you see every day, you get to know them. Had to do all the talking. How'd you go? Pretty good.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good memory, my friend. My man.
My man. This is the captain.
Yeah.
He's very serious generally, but I've seen him have a good laugh lately.
Okay. No.
Thank you, brother. My man. This is Chewy. Chewy's in the house. Chewy carried my bag every day for the whole time, and it kind of got heavier and heavier as it went on, but he was an absolute legend. There's some footage of me like lying in between his legs, dying up at Stella Point. Thank you, brother. Love you, man.
Bro.
My man. This was one of the other travellers, did pretty well.
Yeah.
Was sick for the first half.
We
but
suffered up together.
we did it. Thank you, brother. Marky Mark in the house, the Funky Bunch. How you going? You have a good time?
Yeah.
61 years old, smashed it. Yeah, proud of you, brother. What's up? She's swiping sunscreen on her face. And I got it. Did you have a good time?
I did.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right.
Hey.
How
She
are
was
ya?
like the fittest person the whole trip. She had the highest oxygen pretty much the whole trip, didn't you?
I sat well. Low oxygen level, but not
And-
that implies fitness.
Yeah, and it was your encouragement that finally made me take the Dimox, which saved my
excellent.
life, I think. So I'm very
Excellent.
appreciative for
You're
this.
very welcome.
My man. So you're going on to Zanzibar after this as well?
Zanzibar after this,
Are you excited about that?
definitely. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
great.
pretty cool. He was one of the fit speed demons for the whole trip, and he ate a lot. Vegan. He's a vegan, but he eats a lot. I'm telling
Vegan
you.
power to the top.
Vegan power to the top. Hey, what's up?
Top of the morning,
Top of the morning. Apparently, I've been informed the Irish don't actually say that.
I've never heard it once.
Never heard it once in Ireland. Top of the morning to you. I think I say it better than you.
Yeah, I agree.
Lovely to meet you, man.
And you, man.
And,
that was such a trip, like.
Yeah, awesome.
Great experience.
Quite the adventure.
Yeah.
You're off home now?
Yeah, we're flying home Saturday night.
Oh.
So we've got 2 days to hang around, pretty much. But
Gav's in the house. What'd you think?
I had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, climbing the mountain was something I've always wanted to do, and good to share with you boys.
Yeah.
So
Awesome little
nice to
adventure.
meet you. Yeah.
Great.
We'll keep going for a safari.
Yeah, a weird way to get to know someone, but certainly enjoyed it.
Definitely.
He was good inspiration, kind of happy and healthy every day and smashing it out. So,
Exactly.
how old are you, brother?
43.
Yeah. All right. I want to be like that when I'm 43.
Sure you will.
Johnny,
For the mount.
for the mountain, my man. That was sick, eh?
Yeah, it was, man. That's part 1 of our journey done. Like, I think we bonded
because we don't know each other that well, to be honest, do we? And so it was cool to share a tent together and go through some challenging things together. So yeah, bonding, male bonding.
Yeah, to the extreme. To the extreme. That was perfect, man. Wouldn't rather do it with anyone else.
Loved it.
Got to get you on this before I go. So this is my man Roland. Rasta business. I don't know. What does that mean? Anyway. Yeah, it was good. It was good to get to know you, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for that. He took some epic behind the scenes footage for us when we went on an adventure, and yeah, helped us get the drone up. So epic times. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
My man.
My man. Rastaman. Business conscious.
Yeah.
Got respect to everyone. Ooh.